Sorry guys, we still haven't got to grips with doing a video and the audio at the same time, so it's just me doing a voiceover again, I'm afraid. Maybe next time we'll do one of those sit-down unboxing videos. So we can see the Nyos is just a single box. Jamil's here just whizzing around unboxing it. Inside it just appears to be just a cabinet when you first look in there, but the tank and the sump are all neatly hidden away inside, which is really good for protection. You can see that the cabinet's got a nice deep recess that the tank's going to sit in, and all the holes are pre-made for the pipework. You can see here that removing the tank from the cabinet is a two-man job really, it's quite heavy. Inside the tank, everything seems to be neatly packed and well packaged. Got this leaflet, it's not really an instruction booklet, we'll come back to that later. Specially brown box, pipework in this one, and then we know the cabinet doors are in this box here. Just having a quick look at the overflow box, you can see the lid just hinges open. Felt a little bit cheaper than the rest of the build to be honest, but it is just a lid, and inside there was the flare nozzle for the outlet. Our biggest concern with this kind of design is how to fit a single light in the middle of your tank if that's what your kind of effect you're going for. There's nothing really to attach it to at that point. On the underside of the cabinet we find 8 adjustable feet. Now you can adjust these by hand, you don't need any tools, so that's really good for if your floor's not 100% level. Moving on to the sump now, we can see that there's 2 lids. Now these are really thick plastic, so I don't think we have any trouble with these bending with the heat or the evaporation. They're really solidly constructed. The auto top-up slots nicely into the sump, connects to the auto top-up valve there. The only problem we can see with this is like any other manufactured tank around at the moment, there's no easy way to fill that auto top-up back up with RO water at a later time. Moving on to the box of pipework, inside there we've got this rubber seal that goes around the tank where it fits into the recess. We've got this little interior light that goes on the inside of the doors, just lights your sump up when you open them. And there's some pipework clips and some bits and pieces in there. Is the actual sock holder, which has got pre-sectioned parts to fasten your pipework to, and there's a bag of hinges. Now we did notice there was no manual or instruction, so here's Jamil just reading the brochure, making him look like he's doing something. The tank just sits neatly inside the recess on the cabinet, which is an unusual feature, not one that we've seen on tanks before. The pipework installation was really easy. There was an internally threaded socket on the underside of the overflow box, so the pipework just simply screwed straight into it. Really nice and neat, really quick and easy. Now I know some people have got some reservations about the size of this sump. It holds 44 litres all in all, set at the right height for a Nyos 120 skimmer, and it does look quite small sat in the middle of the cabinet. But it will hold a sock, some media, a skimmer, a reactor and the return pump. The second to last thing we needed to do was just attach the doors. Pretty much like any other kitchen doors, they just needed to be screwed into the pre-drilled holes. And then we added the little light fixture that came with the tank. The last task was just to push in around the edge of the glass the rubber seal that came with the tank. Overall, we thought the build quality of this tank was really good, apart from that little plastic flap on the overflow box, and it was just nice to see a tank that was a little bit different. It uses clear silicone rather than black. The tank sits a little bit lower down than most, which gives it a really good optimal viewing position from your sofa.